Um, as you have seen in the title of today's video, it's a story time about how my high school best friends actually try to frame me for drugging themselves. I know, you guys. I know. It's a crazy story. I've been meaning to do a story time just to, take a break from all the business content. I feel like you guys do need that. You need a little bit of rest. I will be jumping in back into it, but let's get into the story time. God, like Camilo got wings. I had one already, so don't judge me. So they look so nice. I can't even have them because I'm shooting this. Let me pour a little beverage. Okay, so this happened in matric, guys. It doesn't, I know it seems far, but like it's not even that far back. Like matric is like okay, sharp. It's at the peak of matric. Like we're heading towards the end. Everybody's hyped up. Guys, and then they're having those like annual sip event thingies where they take you guys to camp. So I was just top students at school. I know that's right. So they had like a top achievers camp, and then at school, and then obviously we had people from different schools had to go and all of that. I went, okay, sharp, no flop. But let's rewind the day before the day of the camp. Let me rewind. Okay, cool, ne? So my friend and I were in high school, but obviously I think like it's a common thing. Like how Nakokasi and you're in high school, you obviously know a lot of like older dudes from other neighborhoods that always come through to the hood, and stuff like that, to come chill, blah blah blah. So we met a Jane Doe. Let me call him Jane Doe, okay? Because I don't want anybody implicated, because this is someone's father, someone's husband, I'm sure, very sure. Sharp. So we met a certain Jane Doe. Jane Doe became my friend, right? And all of that. So I introduced Jane Doe's friends and him to my friends, and we became like a circle of like friends. They were older, we were younger, they always wanted a vibe, we were that, and it just made sense for us to hang out together because they had money to take us to the places we always wanted to explore. If I said let's go to Santon, I mean in high school, Otokasi, Santon was kind of popular that time. And if Motoisa Santon that time, it was like, oh my god, I'm going to Santon, you guys, like Santon. Yeah, but we got over it anyways. Okay, cool. So the day before, so it's a Friday, it's after school, so me and my friends always meet up after school and we walk together back home sometimes. So that day I'm like, okay guys, because the exam and stuff, what do you guys have planned, before we finalize like the last exam week and stuff? No, Chomi, we don't have anything planned. What were you thinking? I'm like, oh, okay, you don't have anything planned. Well, Jane Doe was thinking that we should go out. Oh my god. So Jane Doe was thinking that we should go out, rilo chila somewhere and have fun and all of that. My friend was like, oh, okay, sharp, no stress, and stuff. Okay, sharp. I called Jane Doe, it's confirmed, we're coming through. No, I'll come get you, I'll come after work, sharp. Let me tell you, so this guy, shucks. Okay, let me not say, but he's a big guy in like go company. He's in banking, he's in corporate, And that time he had a GTI. And I know that hype when the GTI was like, yo, GTI. And Hana that car getting but anyways, I kind of regret it. But anyways.
My name is Jeff.
Okay. So then he comes through, he picks us up sharp. He picks me up. We go, we pick the others up, okay, sharp. Then I feel like I'm high school. Hey guys. And then fine, we go to the dome. So I'm from Alex. So the distance from the dome to Alex is very far. Like it's very far. I think we drove for like 45 minutes to get there. So it's like that neighborhood by the dome. We get there, ne? Sharp. We were dressed comfortably, well, because he did say that it's gonna be an indoor thing. We're not going out that day, so we're very comfortable. Even if we were wearing onesies, he's like, it's cool because I wanna more young. Sharp. We get there. We're in our tracksuits, our slippers. You know, one of us even has like a comfortable blankie. So we chill and then we drink and then it's nice. Then we all had curfews, but I never I never really like followed mine because I always knew ways around like how to get my aunt to loosen up a little bit, you know. I'd be like, yo, you know, I study so hard during the week. The least that I can do is have these sessions where I just, you know, ball out and party and come back home and sleep, you know. And then she'd be understanding. My aunt is very understanding. But those two's parents, actually no, also my other friend's mom was understanding, but it was that one mom, like her mom, that one girl, her mom. Oh, her name Dragon Lady. My aunt nearly judged because my aunt judged people a lot for nothing. So Dragon Lady calls her kid. Calls. I'm like, "Hi, friend, answer your phone. Otherwise, she's gonna think we're doing something fishy. I mean, we're all the way in the dome. They think you're at my house, but I got the dome. But anyways, answer."
Now we play the waiting game.
Answer. She answers, ne. Okay, sharp. So yeah, look okay. Yeah, cat's over morning on a lady. The lady snacks. The lady wa pasa le nala faila. Hey, what the time she like? No. As in like ring barawale when I study, but anyways, sharp. Then she's like, "Hi friend, let's leave." I'm like, there is no way in hell that I am leaving here until I am happy, right? And then she passes after me. Let's go. She even gets so when she wants to cry a little. I'm like, okay, sharp, let's go. We tell these guys, we're like, guys, can we go? Then they're like, no, Mang's car, haina petrol, Mang's car, they can't drive it around Kanakoso because the wife will track it or something like that. Yo guys, like what's like yo fire. And I'm like, okay, Shab, what are we gonna do? And that time, well, I think it was like in 2017, I don't know, I'm not sure really. Even if they were, like, we're from a small hood, like, there's no way in Rtlotseba. But I think there was bald that time, but we really weren't invested in, like, finding out how it works, like, because we never thought we would afford it or we could afford it. They would think it's such a fancy thing, you know? And then, okay, cool. Then I'm like, okay. Then we beg them, like, guys, can we go? They're like, guys, there's no way we're leaving here. I'm sorry. You guys are going to sleep here. Yo, we cry. Hi, okay, sharp, we sleep. When we sleep, it's the next day comes. I have to go to camp. So I literally went to camp. Guys, like, my eyes were like this. I had eyeliner on. I didn't even... I didn't even bother. I got home. My was like, what okay? Guys, I got my uniform and I went to camp and I bought when I got to camp. I literally didn't bother. My principal looked at me, he's like, "Na lady." I'm like, "Yo, ma'am, yes, please don't even ask me what happened. It was a very rough night. Please." I slept on the bus the whole way to camp. Okay, sharp. I was at camp. It was good, sharp. But when I come back from camp, let me tell you what these girls did. So when we came back, they dropped us off. Jane Doe and his friends dropped us off home. So because I had to go to camp and they weren't going anywhere. So they started with me. Keisha Bandropa. Then Batropa after. Before I left for camp, I texted them. I'm like, did my friends get home safely? It was during that thing where girls were getting kidnapped and they were dying. Like, you know that, do you remember that there was that wave, man, of girls being kidnapped and dying and being sold to the body parts? I'm like, did my friends get home safely? Yeah, we did. We dropped Mang off Kai. They tell me, I'm like, okay, that's where they live, vele. And then I text them and I'm like, guys, are you home safe? Then they're like, yeah, sharp. Oh, then they're like, no. My friend's like, no, really go Mang because we don't want to go Mang. Oh, okay, sharp, no problem. I'm going to camp, sharp. When I come back, my answer's like, Maporisa au nyaka. Maporisa kishakai. Yeah, I can wait now. Or I kiss bana ba bangwe ko ba thong ba bolayang bana. No, bana ba bangwe ba dragile. Ba ko di clinic, you know, they can't walk, they can't talk. I'm like, me, a whole me. How's that even possible? Khanti Miguel, they wrote suicide notes. They were at a party. They went, so they didn't go home after the guys dropped them off. They went to another chillers. When I wasn't there, I was at camp, remember? By a chillasing anyway. How about but decided no, like we were in deep shit. We didn't sleep at home, firstly. Secondly, we didn't even come back home today. There's no way. We need to make it look like it was an emergency. They write suicide notes, bali too. The number, the boyfriends. They write notes. They mix brandy with like sleeping pills or something like that. Badin was so, it knocked them out. They couldn't walk, they couldn't talk, and they started like experiencing seizures and stuff. And the people they were chilling with, babaisha ko dipetlele, babaisha ko clinic. When they got to the clinic, okay, sharp, they found that they were drugged. Then they were like, but then the parents came. I get they called because of the suicide notes. Parents came, these kids were dragged, but we also suspect they tried to kill themselves. Like, do you know anything? Then the kids, when they bapapama, at some point they woke up and they were conscious. Then the police asked them, do you know who dragged you? They're like, the last thing we remember is we were at Ledi's friend's house, and that's the last thing. Like, yay. I didn't know. I'm like to my aunt, yay, let me grab my gown, guys. I was even experiencing like an air sickness. Like when I came back from camp, there was like a difference in air between like Okasi and the bushes where I was. So like I was sick. So I was like, you know what, to my aunt, I was like, yay, let's go to her house. Like, I get to her house, and my mother's like, yeah, you dragged my kid, you tried to kill my kid. I'm like, let me tell you the story. This is what happened. We went to go chill and drink alcohol at 17. Do you hear me? I went to camp and left them. But the mother's like, no, let me get these people's contact. Now I'm thinking, these people are old. You're getting these people's contacts. I'm like, hey, trust me when I tell you, I called these people. I can even show you call logs. I show a call logs. Like the last call I placed when I went to camp was this call. My aunt doesn't use my phone. I'm like, it's this call. Was safe. Then they're like, no, refer the number. I'm like, hey, you're not getting anyone's numbers here. What was I gonna tell my aunt, guys? Okay, sharp. I'm like, your kids lied to you. They must tell you the truth. Okay, sharp. Then they were still in hospital. So when we were talking about the whole thing, they must have go spetlele. Then I left, I went home. Fast forward like a few weeks after our exams. I don't even think they wrote the exams like that season. Fast forward a few weeks after our exam, how I see them at school. They don't even text me, we're back, we're fine. Hey, I see them at school, I go there, and I'm like, how, guys, why didn't you guys at least warn me that this is what you guys were gonna do, and you tried to pin it on me just because I wasn't here to defend myself? Maybe they were like, no, Chomi, you need to understand, like, that's not what happened there. Hey, there's no choice. And that's how I almost got fatlagat because of other people. But there was no choice. Anyways, guys, story time is over. I will come back with another video. Just let me know if you guys, enjoyed that video or whatever. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you soon. Tomorrow, maybe. Bye.